Duncan, Gary Striewski back with you on SportsCenter. A combined 0 points last night in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, he's picking up the slack as his Lakers hosting the Timberwolves. There's LBJ and AD entering Sunday, combining for 50 points, 15 boards, and 10 dimes per game combined. Halfway through the first, score tied at 13. Anthony Davis, little spin move. Thanks to a LeBron assist, Lakers up 2. Another LeBron assist. LBJ assisting on 10 of Davis's points in the first quarter. Lakers open up a 4-point lead, and it would only get bigger later in the first. Gosh, he's so strong.
He's real long.
And powerful, and he can do it all thanks to Alex Caruso. Lakers lead by 8. Second quarter, Lakers by 7. LeBron on the wing. He needs to score his too. Gosh, he can still do it. 17 years and counting. The bench loving it. What up, Quinn? 10 seconds until halftime. Lakers lead 71-65, and Davis with the touch. Had 27 at half.
My teammates kept giving me the ball, and then, they were saying, go get 50. So at that point, you try to go get 50.
When did they start saying that?
Halftime.
Peer pressure, and AD's a good friend, so we went ahead and completed the mission. In the third, Lakers up a dozen. Make that 14. Splash. Tickling up the twine. Later in the third, Lakers up 7. Davis between the legs. The man can do it all. From range, mid-range, close range, whatever you need, he got you. It's like 7-11. Lakers lead 110-101. Davis with 42 points after 3, so he's 8 away from a 50-piece. Lakers up 13. LeBron finding Davis. Davis with the J. Lakers now extending that lead. They're not losing this game at this point. It's about AD getting to 50, and he does. The 4th career 50-point game. LeBron chips in with 32. LeBron and AD combining for 82 points, 11 boards, and 19 assists as the Lakers win 142-125, improve to 21-3, the only team in the West with 20 or more wins. So AD needed just 23 games to the Lakers for his first 50-point game with the franchise. That's the 3rd fewest games any player has needed into their Laker career to get their first 50-point game. Davis is one of 3 Lakers since 2010 to have a 50-point affair. The others, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James.
With these staples housemates of the Lakers, the Clippers taking on the Wizards. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both held under 20 in Friday's loss to the Bucks, but, well, the Wizards' D is terrible, so they would bounce back. First quarter, Kawhi with the interception, pushes it to George, step back on him. Pops. George, 27 points, so the Clippers up early and then opening it up later on. Give me that, Ish Smith. Give me that.
Thanks, L. The brand is strong.
You know it. George finds Kawhi in transition. Kawhi at 34 points. By the way, Clips 6-0 when Kawhi scores at least 30. I say all that to say, spoiler alert, the Wizards would not stage any kind of significant comeback. In fact, it was the 5th game. It was the 5th game for the Clippers where they scored at least 110 points. Only the Mavericks have done that more times, and they fall.
Hi, all. Game time is fired up and on the air from our Atlanta studio. Good to have you with us. Hall of Famer Kevin McHale is right over there. Brian Shaw. I'm Matt Weiner. All of Sunday's highlights upcoming. Starting in L.A., LeBron James recorded his 8th 30-point game of the season on Sunday, but he's not the headline for the Lakers, as Anthony Davis recorded the 2nd highest scoring game ever by a LeBron teammate. It came against the Minnesota Timberwolves. AD getting right to it. First from LeBron ahead of the pack. That can't happen, right?
No, someone's got to be back. That's too easy. Speaking of easy, that's another easy one.
Anthony Davis rim running and beating the Wolves down the floor repeatedly.
Again and again and again. And again and again.
And again.
LeBron also found time to score.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. He found the fault in the youth. He was not doing that a couple years ago. Wow.
Gorgie Jane can testify to that. Second half, Lakers take control. Davis misses. LeBron eventually finds it.
Ooh.
Rolls right to him, and he knocks down the 3. Then AD, the step back.
Oh.
3 of 4 from the mid-range.
No, that's not even, that's deep mid-range.
Davis.
Wow.
Little floater there, and then LeBron
Let me ice this.
puts it away. Anthony Davis goes for 50 in this game, and the Lakers win at 142-25. AD's fourth career 50-point game. Only Kyrie Irving has scored more among LeBron's teammates. Lakers have won 4 straight and 14 of 15 after AD's big night.
When you got two players who are very selfless and just want the best for the other player, it's very easy. You know, I'm looking for him. He's looking for me, and we continue to learn each other and where we like to score the basketball. Obviously, that pick and roll, when I'm setting it for him, he's able to get downhill at a fast pace and in attack mode. It puts the defense in a bind. Now they either got to help on him or they leave me open, or we finding the shooters on the weak side. So we're going to continue to get better at it, but it's looking good right now.
So Anthony Davis with 50, second only to Kyrie Irving, who had 57 against the Spurs, playing alongside LeBron James back in 2015. Lakers put up 136 and then 142. They haven't scored that much in back-to-back games since 1989. How did Davis do it here?
Well, he did it in a variety of ways. And, you know, he was 0 for 2 from the three-point line. So he said, you know what? I'm going to get these points where I know I can get them. And right here, you see he outruns the entire Minnesota defense for an old-school rim run and a dunk. Nice vision from LeBron finding him. Here he's setting a pick. Gets inside. The defense is stretched out because they're worried about the perimeter shooting of the Lakers. And he was able to get an easy dunk there. Now he's in his favorite spot on the floor. Back to the basket, getting over that left shoulder for his jump hook. And, you know, once he got it going, I mean, he was so efficient tonight, 20 for 29. Like I said, only two 3-point shots that he didn't make, but there, again, the step back, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. He did it in every way.
And 10 for 10 at the rim as well, and I know that makes you happy.
It does. You know what I like to? He ran ahead of the pack and posted up. And LeBron throws a 70-foot post-entry pass. He gets him the ball. That's the way I like the game to be played. It gives the bigs room down there to go to work. And if AD keeps doing that, it's almost impossible to guard it because half the defenders are at half court. So, you know, kudos to AD for running and playing, and also LeBron and the Lakers throwing the ball ahead, letting him play ahead of the pack.
And not settling.
Last time a pair of teammates had a 50-point game while the other had a 30-point, 10-assist game, McHale and Bird. March 1985, you had 56. Bird went for 30 and 10. How about that?
Wow, a long time ago.
A lot of emphasis on defense there, which is not surprising given Frank Vogel's background and the fact that the Lakers have been a really good defensive team here so far. One of the question marks coming into the season was there enough outside shooting for the LA Lakers surrounding LeBron and Anthony Davis? Well, they're up to 10th in the league in three-point percentage. And on Friday night, they knocked down 17 of 34, I believe it was, in 36 rather, in their win over Portland.
Well, I think last year's team would have been more of a question of if there's enough outside shooting. They added Danny Green, Troy Daniels, Jared Dudley. Kuzma's coming into his own at the three-point line now. So they have a lot of guys now. And one of the things that you see them do in this situation, they're coming down on the break. There's 5 guys all outside the three-point line. This is the new NBA. Usually you have a rim runner and then, other guys fill in the spaces on the perimeter. They got 5 guys. It's just a matter of finding the open one because teams come back and build their defense from the inside out. Here again, you see LeBron, a way of playing inside-out basketball. He's got 5 defenders all around him in the paint. Damian Lillard makes a mistake of turning around and not seeing his man. KCP finds a window for LeBron to hit him. And what does it turn into? Another wide-open three-point shot for KCP, who's shooting the ball well at this point in the season as well. Another way of inside-out. LeBron, who obviously can see the floor, sees KCP on the cut in the paint. Dame does the same thing again, turns his back, leaves Danny Green. The defender was already in great enough position. There was no need to help on that post-up. KCP's not a post-up guy, but when you have a Danny Green on the outside and some of these other shooters that I talked about, that's why you see the improvement in the Lakers from the three-point line.
You said you've taken note of the offense in that maybe it's better than what you expected to this point in the season. Where and why?
Yeah, well, first of all, their defense is better than what I thought it would be overall, and that leads to some runouts. That leads to some odd man, and they finish at the rim so well. Anthony Davis and LeBron finish at the rim at such a high level. They're the best team in the league on 2-point shooting. Just regular, not 3-point shooting, but just 2. And that's because they finish so well. And Kuzma's a big player. They, again, are one of those unique teams that can play really big across. We talked a little bit. Dallas can play really big. They put LeBron at the point. They can have everybody out there, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", so they can all finish at the basket. And their 3-point shooting is better. And I said their fill-in players are getting comfortable. Danny Green makes some shots. Caldwell Pope is making shots. So if those guys are making shots, this is a really good team. I was interested during that clip.